guys have good Thanksgiving now.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah, it was good. We went and hung out with. Well, it was a friendsgiving, but they're like family friends of ours I've known since high school, and then Tony's wife Heather, I've known her since I was like 7. So they're basically family.
Yeah. Really strong relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, we think of our friends more like family than some of our family. So
100%. 100%.
Have that. Living around.
Mm.
The zombies are coming.
Not close. I don't live near any of them anymore.
Aw.
I left back in Illinois. One's in Illinois now. She lives in Arkansas.
Arkansas. Arkansas could be fun if you live in the right area.
Well, she's Mexican. She was born in there, but her parents and her husband came over.
Oh, good day. Oh, good day. Oh, good day.
Tourists.
But I'm still alive. That's it.
The
You went
zombies
this way.
are coming.
Did not.
Yeah. Aw.
It's like very that stereotypical.
Yeah.
Me.
I've heard of that being like the stereotypical relationship with Hispanic husbands, but
Oh.
yeah.
He owned and ran a restaurant. In close. In pregnancy. For COVID. Part of the same. Her second. We're in the middle. Pretty much after. Hurts.
The zombies
And
are
I-
coming.
We're not used. She had a mother. I mean, she had all 3 girls and all 3 boys. 4 sons. We'll see.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome into our Sunday D&D stream. We're all back after Thanksgiving. Yay!
we made it.
We all survived. None of us are in jail for family murder.
Right.
That's at least that they figured out yet.
Yeah.
We cover our tracks pretty well around
Creepy
here.
as shit.
They gotta find out first.
Thanks.
Strangely, the local food bank just got a bunch of processed meats. Don't know how. Anyways, welcome everybody in. It is December 1st. We are almost at the end of the year. We are almost at the end of this campaign. So before we get through our announcements, we have to figure out a date here, guys. So we have December 8th, December 15th, and December 22nd are the next 3 Sundays. Unfortunately, December 15th, Cheve's making me go to a family bullshit thing. And so we will not be doing D&D that day because that's her family's bullshit Christmas thing that I have to go to and listen to a bunch of people I hate talk.
Well, Matt, are you going to be out of town?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would have left that day, so that works
Okay.
out really well.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 15th is officially off the calendar. We have the 8th, which means if you guys finish the campaign today, would be great to start, but I'm not going to guarantee that you will.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to figure out the day for our holiday campaign. So we have next weekend, December 8th, or we have the weekend of Christmas. So it'd be 22nd for our holiday campaign. I don't know what your guys' plan are for actual Christmas week. We're doing her bullshit on the 15th,
Mhm.
and then we're done. Like the kids will come over for donuts on Christmas and then fuck off.
I don't think.
We
I
don't
think we're
we
doing
don't do
ours on the
much.
21st because your
Yeah.
brother-in-law or your brother's my brother-in-law.
Oh, is that when that's going
I
on?
I don't know.
I like how I
I
was
think
like, I
it's
don't
the
even fucking
21st.
know.
Hang on,
Uh,
hang on.
they
Let me
they text
let me
her because they know
consult.
that I just
That
don't
this is
respond.
why I said have your calendars ready, ladies and gentlemen.
Let
Yeah.
me consult
I think as
the
far as
thing.
Sundays go, I think we're okay.
Oh, it would have been a group text. Oh God.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
he's looking at that. As you can all tell, it is cold in our areas. We are at like 10 degrees right now, with beautiful blue skies. As we're as D have snow and cold.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
It is whopping 26 Fahrenheit.
yeah, as I was saying, fuck you guys for getting snow because I would not mind if we had snow.
Michigan
Because
only
yeah,
used to
if
have like half an inch, and it's like
I
four
I don't
fucking
care.
inches.
We are freezing cold up here. I look outside. There's beautiful blue sky. I'm like, man, that looks nice. I could go outside and have a smoke. No problem. Walk outside.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
Eh,
Who's in? By the way.
Rap.
Oh, hey, what's up? Hey, good. You're in here. That's our second discussion of dates here in a minute. But
Hello.
so we could either, if you guys do finish it, which I'm not going to say you will finish it today, though I did put together the mini finally for the final boss. I finally sat down and glued him. It was a giant pain in the ass. When you're going blind and you have to glue little things together, is not fun. But anyways, so we have next Sunday. If you guys have finished the campaign, would be completely open. If not, you guys should be finishing because it's like you're either going to finish it today or the next session. Or so we can either skip next week as a regular session and do the holiday session, or we can do the holiday session on the 22nd. But again, it's up to you guys because, like I said, we have no holiday plans on the 22nd. Ours are 15th and then actually Christmas. So,
And I just verified Gina's text said the 21st. So
okay.
we are available the 8th or the 22nd, as far as I know.
All right. Well, I need a group poll. That way I know how long I have to work on the Christmas thing because I either have this week or I have, 2 weeks.
I
Doesn't
like the
bother me.
22nd because it's closer to the holidays and it feels more holiday, but that's just my
That
opinion.
works for me. Work for the group.
I'd say the 22nd as well.
Okay. Then I'm officially putting it into the pink phone of happiness that the 22nd I have to have this done. D and D holiday.
Well, Raconteur Society said the holiday special is December 17th for them.
Yes, yes. Thursday is December 17th, so make sure you guys tune in to our friends there. Um,
They're
and
doing some storytelling.
yes, they do a storytelling one. It sounds rather
Oh,
interesting.
that sounds awesome, actually.
Yeah, I've
Um,
really been enjoying their stream. Those
yeah,
guys
they
really
have,
have nice chemistry.
yeah. Well, and that leads us to the second thing, okay? We've been waiting on Dee's decision on this, but the rest of us are already in. So after this campaign ends,
He's like, what?
and New Year
I am.
comes
I'm like, who?
around. The New Year comes around. Like even if I have to write, like, because what was that? There's one more date in the after the holidays. I think it's the 29th. Yeah, the 29th. So even after this campaign ends, no, New Year's Eve is the 30th. What the hell you smoke?
Okay. Very
Sunday the 29th, if we're all together, that will be a one-shot campaign. It will literally be a one-day one. It may be just another kind of like holiday festive type campaign because we are going to take a break for the month of January from D&D, and we are going to play Vampire the Masquerade. And we
Oh
have special
yeah.
guests, a couple members of the Rector Society probably be joining us. If you've never played Vampire the Masquerade, it is very fun. It is very different than D&D, less combat-y, a lot more role-playing, a lot more puzzles, a lot more intrigue. More along what I put into just D&D, but this is set in a modern world called the World of Darkness. And vampires and werewolves and hunters and zombies are all real motherfucking things, but they're all hidden in the shadows.
I'm
Uh,
guessing these aren't sparkly vampires with
Fuck
complex.
you! Vampires do not
Fuck no.
sparkle.
Yeah.
Even though
There is a lot of yeah.
there is the Terador clan, which are the pretty boy vampires, but they even don't sparkle.
They don't sparkle.
Nice.
They're like
Okay.
that sparkling is bullshit. Mm-mm.
So,
No,
but
that's
yeah,
actually one of the things I do remember about Vampires the Masquerade is that the characters are very unique, and that's what
oh
I
yeah.
liked about it because there are a lot of options.
Well, and like I'm making a special screen before the start of the stream that will, warn people that it will involve drugs, violence, real world shit. But one thing I want to address right now is I've played this back in the 90s, early 2000s, and there were people who were playing it that had very heavily sexual overtones. Vampires don't have sex, okay? They have no sexual desire. They will use sex as a lure to get a victim, but there's no like sex. So you never have to worry about that being part of it. You do have to worry about basically the same shit I put you guys through for D&D, but more.
Oh
Okay?
boy.
Oh, there are so many like mentally mind fuck, physical mind fucks that are in the real world. And since it's real stuff, I can bring it in and
I'm gonna have to get some fangs.
oh yeah, please cosplay the shit out of this. Um,
I haven't decided which one I'm gonna be yet.
well, yeah, and that's the thing. I'm going to need to get together with all of you guys someday during a week at night. I have PDFs of almost every book because it's me and I have all this lore and knowledge and shit. But I'm going to PDF you guys a character sheet like I did for D&D. I will also PDF you the player's guide so you guys can kind of understand. I also have books on the clans and all that. So if you guys have questions like what clan fits you and how you want to be it, I'll send it to you in advance and you guys go through it and then we'll get together before we start and we will actually do a character build, which is a lot different than anything you've done in D&D ever. Okay, it's very different, but that way you kind of can go into it going, okay, I really like this clan. I like the perks, and I can deal with the negatives. I like this. I want to bring this, and then you guys can write your own character before we get into it, and then I can work it because I've already got like 10 different storylines written in my head because that's all I do with my life is dream. So, but yes, we are going to be jumping into Vampire the Masquerade, and I'm thinking all through next year we may try not just D&D, but we may jump into because World of Darkness there is Hunter of the Reckoning, there's Werewolf, there's a Mummy one. There are all these different tabletops that are just as fun, if not more fun, than D&D. So I'm thinking maybe we can branch out and try to do some more of that too. We're not going to quit D&D. We're going to keep D&D going. Our characters are already, you've already seen the future of the characters with the Crosswinds Inn one shots because those were all set in the future of what has happened to your characters. So, but I would like to branch out. And then also, if you guys ever find a tabletop RPG type game that you're like, hey, we should check this out, let me know because I'll definitely get into it. So,
Cool.
but that's what's coming up for us for the holiday season and for the beginning of next year. We will be doing some fun stuff. All streams for 2024 are Extra Life streams. You have until December 31st this year to get your donations in, so you can click the link that pops up in chat. You can be awesome like Sidechat the Gray, Hemi, Mad Panda Moo, and our own Shebe here, and donate to a great cause helping out children's hospitals all over the United States. And this is a special time to do it because it's Christmas. I know that they do a lot of programs all through the year, like helping get like video games in and Lego building things in. But Christmas time for kids that live in a hospital, it's depressing. So this is a great time to, I know we're all strapped for cash, but even $1 helps. So I definitely, please donate to a great cause.
And Big Rob says we're rocketouring it.
There you go. Big Rob is one of the people I have confirmed to join us for our vampire run. I know
Yeah.
we've talked about having a couple of the other members, but they haven't jumped on yet. So, but I'm excited because yeah, I used to play Vampire the Masquerade like back in the late '90s, very early 2000s.
Early 2000s girl here. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was truly that goth punk
Yeah.
kid back in the '90s. Okay, I had the black hair, I wore the makeup.
Yeah. And I did the LARPing. That's
Oh
that's
yeah.
the version I did. So that was some fun shit.
And see, I'm
Yeah.
totally cool with you guys trying to LARP it, but it's going to be kind of hard since we are internet. No, I'm just saying, like, if you want to at least character yourself up,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah, no, I'm gonna cosplay the fuck
and
out
really
of
get into your character. I 100% endorse getting into your character and being your character for it. It makes it so great. Um, but yeah, I used to play it back in the '90s. We played it more than we played D&D in the '90s. Because like what we did for D&D in the '90s was mainly just Ravenloft campaigns. Because everybody was, the goth kids. We all loved Ravenloft.
Mhm.
So
Rob says that he
Yeah, I don't know how I
dyed his
avoided it
bangs
back in the
blood
day.
red.
what'd you
So
say?
like Big Rob says he dyed his bangs blood red.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to have the jet black hair, the full white face paint with black lipstick. I used to rock that shit all the time.
What were the crazy ones? The Peruvians?
The Malacardis.
The Malacardis, yeah, that was also
Yeah,
my character.
they're the ones that they're mentally insane and unstable. They
And they
are
continue to disintegrate as your character
yes,
develops.
their mental capacities do continue to disintegrate. They are a hard one to play, but they are a fun one to play. Like honestly,
Yeah.
I
It
had a
was a lot of
character.
fun.
She was a corporate power whore. Like, I mean, she was like do anything to get to the top of the ladder. And as a vampire, she had that power. And like, yeah, I was telling Shabby about this. One of the sessions, we had a meeting where they were trying to get everything together, and she just snapped and killed everyone in the room. Like, just ripped their throats out and bathed in their blood because she was just a cold-hearted bitch. And I was like, I want to bring her back in some way, shape, or form so you guys can meet her because I loved playing her. But it'll probably be at a later session because yeah, she's not even one of the crazy ones. She's just so power hungry that she will murder, backstab, whatever to get what she wants.
Mhm.
So
That's a fun
yes.
one.
And Rob says the gangrel are his favorite.
Gangrels are fun. The only problem with
Yeah.
gangrels is they're so feral. You've got to watch out with them. I mean, they're not as bad as the Nosferatu when it comes to trying to keep the masquerade up, but
Yeah.
I would definitely say they're up there because you can pass off as a crackhead walking down the street. I mean, hell, any of us been to a big city gas station at 10 o'clock at night, you're fighting off 50, 60 crackheads. It's the exact same situation. But, a
So
crackhead who
close to
looks
home.
kind of like a
Never had that
wolf.
experience. Oh my god, no. We went to go get gas station and lottery tickets the other day. But Matt usually goes to this gas station during the day, and I'm like, honey, we shouldn't go here tonight. But whatever. And it was just like the plethora of crackheads. They were just meeting for
So,
the
so you
agendas,
got the
and
ones
they were
like, I'm going to fight you for this
dispersed.
dollar. I'll suck you for this dollar. I stole the dollar already. I stole your hubcaps and your dollar.
Yeah. Matt was like, "Do you want to wait in the car?" I'm like, "You're not leaving me alone in this fucking car with the socialites over there. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Hell no."
And that's the kind of thing that why I like the World of Darkness so much is because it is real world. And if you can
Yeah.
take some of that real world shit and be like, okay, this is actually done because there are vampires and there are werewolves and stuff, instead of like the D&D fantasy world where it's like, yeah, it just exists, it's magic, who fucking cares? This is like, no, there is these deep lore. Like I had Shebe listen to an hour-long lore video yesterday, and it only covered like the first 3,000 years of the lore, basically from Eden up until seven. Yeah, it was Constantinople, so it was like the 1300s, I think.
Yeah.
And there's a second one, which is another hour long.
And I was just like, well, I can see how people actually thought of this as a religion and kind of went that way in the 2000s. Like, yeah.
All right, so that takes care of all of our announcements. Except for any stream announcements.
No.
No.
Oh.
We keep up. I have a tab that I pull up. It's just your stream, and I do this for the Rector Society. This is how I get to be in there so fast. Is I know what day you guys stream, so I pull you guys a window up, and as soon as it goes live, I can just click it, and you can be right first one in your chat.
Aw.
And I'm like, man, this one's just been dead. Like
Yeah.
you're getting to be like Stratman on this, except for
Oh.
he shows up on Friday and just gets drunk.
Mhm.
Uh, he
I've
was
actually been missing his streams. I feel guilty. I'm like, oh,
you
I
really
forgot about him.
really haven't missed much. He's just getting drunk and listening to horrible music.
I don't know. Sometimes I kind of like that predictability.
Yeah, but I'm really sick of that fake country guy. And
Oh
I
yeah,
told him that.
no,
I
that
told him
guy.
straight out. I was like, dude, I have you on mute until this music's off.
Yeah,
I'm like, I won't even listen to this anymore. It's just
same.
horrible. So, and he's been playing this. It's like this weird, real reality show about different sex fetishes, and
I
the
did
whole
catch a certain bit of that, and I was like, what the fuck?
yeah, like it's like different sex fetishes, and like he's like, it's either pointing out one or two things about Stratman. One, he really has these fetishes because the way he's dogging them, it's kind of like that, almost like those people who are gay but they deny that they're gay by bashing gay.
Mhm.
It's either that or he is the most vanilla white boy I ever have seen. I mean, seriously, because some of these fetishes, yeah, are definitely out there. But some of these, he's like, I'm like, sure, man, I could see you totally doing this. Don't get me wrong. But there we go. So that's all of our announcements. So we should be able to finally get into the game.
Please remind me. I show my health is at 0.
Oh, yes, you died.
Yeah.
At the end of the last, this is our recap. Woo! Yeah, woo! It's like the Wayne's World flashback.
I was gonna say diddle-doo.
Thank you. I'm glad someone got that reference. This is why I can't play with younger people because they'd be like, "What? This dude's smoking crack." But people who are around my
Like,
age got
no,
that
don't
reference.
understand.
Yeah.
Showing.
Okay, so when we last left off, you guys had explored the first level of the two. You had accidentally blown up a bunch of shit, as.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, that happened. You guys
Yeah,
ignited the green
check that
glass.
off the list.
Check.
I get an achievement.
You then found yourselves in a room with a fountain, and inside that fountain was an object. Upon trying to get out the liquid, various things happened. Sarah lost her ability to speak, as grew a nice set of boobs.
Yeah, I
But
lost my penis. It was unfortunate.
yes, but that was another reference.
Oh, it grew nice set of boobs, though. That was Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mr. Robin, you're back. Oh no, you've lost your arms. But you've got a nice set of boobs. Best part of that movie. That movie didn't age well. So, but
Yeah, it's all right.
I watched it not too long ago, and I'm like, yeah, it's still funny, but like out of the other Mel Brooks movies, that one did
Right.
not age
Yeah.
well compared to the rest. Like even
No.
Blazing Saddles is still funnier than that.
Well, yeah, Blazing Saddles is timeless.
I
Yeah,
haven't
That should
seen
be
that one
required
in
watching for kids in
years.
high school or something.
Yes, yes,
it should be required for elementary school and junior high.
yes.
I've got a whole list of. If you watched these movies, you would be a lot better person today.
100%.
Mhm.
All right, so D, you also lost your boobs, grew a penis, and then reverted back after touching it again.
Yeah.
As you grew your penis back and lost your boobs after touching it again.
I don't know if I did anything.
But then eventually,
Fortunate.
Sarah touched it one more time and turned to dust and died. At this time, a secret passage opened and you guys exited through it, leaving the ashes of your comrade. You made your way into a long, dark staircase that just goes down into the darkness. And a small, spectral child appeared outward and pointed down the stairs. The door shut behind you guys. And that's where we had left off. Though we did do a little side hint just because everyone was all sad, but Sarah's actually alive because you guys forgot that there's the curse of undying right now. So as soon as the door shuts, Sarah, you, for a moment in your life, you were encompassed in this beautiful yellow glowing light. It was neither hot nor cold, not really warm, but just pure comfort. Your
Okay.
mind, your
Like
soul,
this.
everything was at ease.
Hot toddy.
Everything was just perfect. And then it went away. And you felt yourself laying on a cold stone floor. The memories of your compatriots in that room with you flash back as you look up and find that you are completely alone in the room with the fountain. What would you like to do?
Well, there's that door, right?
The door sealed shut after they
I
walked
see
through
the
it.
door.
Yes.
And I don't know how long time has gone by.
This has literally been within about
But would
a
I
minute
know?
and a half. No, you would know, but I'm saying just for game's sake, it's been about a minute and a half since the door is shut behind your friends.
But for me, I wouldn't know.
No, you don't know.
If I come back here a day later, a
Yeah.
minute later, 10 years later.
Nope. You don't even actually even know what happened. You just know that one moment you were touching, next moment you were white and fuzzy, then you were laying on the floor alone.
What's my health points at?
Half health.
So I'm gonna see the fountain.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna like scuttle away as fast as I can.
All right. Roll a perception check while you do that.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out when it's half of 76.
Half of 76, 35, 38.
38. Alright, perception.
Yep.
10.
All right, as you scuttle away from the fountain, you notice that the cracks have formed all along it. But there's no liquid dripping out of it. But it looks as if someone had smashed it. But its pieces are still held together, just there up against the wall.
And there's still water in it.
You don't see any water dripping out of it. You're on the ground, so you'd have to stand up. As small as you are, you would have to stand up to see
I'm
it.
gonna stand up.
Okay. So you stand up and look into the fountain. All the water seems to be gone. The object that we guys were all trying to get is laying at the bottom of
Ooh. My little halfling heart wants it. I take my dagger and try to lift it up out of the.
it. All right. Inside of it is a metal tube. Okay, so it's about the size of this can. It's completely silver looking. And it is about as round, I'd say probably about an inch and a half, 2 inch in diameter, but about as big as a soda can. Like
Oh, it was uranium. That's why we all changed sexes. It was. We probably all have cancer now too.
Shit.
Great.
Don't give the DM ideas.
Why would you do that?
So it's
As I want you to do a hair check, please. roll for
Right.
roll for boldness.
Now, Az, how many arms did you have when you walked through that doorway?
So it's a tube at the bottom?
And there's a cylindrical tube laying where the water used to be. It was the object you guys couldn't make out,
Okay.
but there's no water in there anymore.
And as I'm flicking it around, is it hollow? Is it solid?
It seems hollow, but you're not able to tell by just poking it with your dagger.
Is it heavy?
Again, you wouldn't be able to tell that by poking with your dagger. It rolls around easily. You can't really tell its weight or anything, though.
Hmm. I'm afraid to touch it.
All right. So while Sarah's figuring out what she's going to do there, you guys are standing at the top of this dark stairway. The spectral child is pointing down the stairs. You see these stairs go down and down and down into darkness. Probably after about 75 steps down, it gets darker and darker and darker to where you cannot see the bottom. You do see about halfway down there, so about that first 75 mark, there are little cracks in the wall where this green mist is slowly kind of pushing its way through the wall. Very reminiscent of the mist in the other room that Az lit on fire. What would you guys like to do?
Do not start a fire, Alice.
I mean, if you think like logically,
Tercel, I mean.
we'd be
Tercel.
walking down beside that area, kind of like it was adjacent to, what was below us around that circle.
If you remember here, I can. Okay, let's see if we can see that. Okay, so this would have been the room with the gas. That was the room with the fountain, and then the stairs open there. So
There's a decent amount of space.
there is a decent amount of space between the gas and that. So I guess I could have just panned the camera back over to Sarah's picture, but
It's all good.
I like to draw boxes.
Um,
That's what I do all day. Draw boxes.
would there be a safe way for me to just get a little whiff of the green without, like putting my nose up to the hole and like
Well, you'd have to make
just
your
like
way down about 75 feet down to get to that area. Like I said, you can just barely see it when it's starting to get dark there. Right at the edge of the darkness, you notice that there is small cracks with that green mist, just like little tendrils of it creeping out.
I'm gonna get some. So I'm gonna cast light on my mace again.
All right.
Because that won't be a flame, so maybe it won't kill us. And kind of holding that in front of me just to get as much vision down as I can. I'll start making my way down the staircase.
All right. What's your passive perception?
14.
All right, that'd be enough. So yeah, as you cast light, and you notice that this hallway is rather narrow, just enough basically for you to make it through with enough clearance with your armor. You will all be single file down the stairs. You do notice that for a dark, dank staircase, it is very absent of any kind of like slippery, slimy, mildewy stuff. Nothing is built up on these stairs. They are very well taken care of for some reason. So you don't doesn't look like there's any trip hazards from like slipperiness.
Any evidence of combustion like soot or smoke?
Not where you are at.
Okay.
As you make your way down, I'd have you look again.
So I'll kind of look over my shoulder back at the ladies, be like, "You guys want to go down? I don't have a whole lot of options."
Yeah, let's do it. I'm
All
gonna
right.
go down the
Maybe
stairs.
let's not do ass to ass. Let's give us space so that if somebody gets in trouble, we're not all totally boned.
Okay, so unfortunately, it's like you can't
Space
really
out
put the
the rule.
people on the stairs for this.
Yeah.
So what's the pecking order here? You got a doggo, a
I'll
paladin.
lead.
All right, so ass in the front. Say, Ophelia, what would you like to be?
Put me in the middle.
Okay. Put our paladin in the back, and then we'll put doggo in between Ez and Ophelia. Now, Doggo is a little sad right now. So Doggo is actually going to be rolling at disadvantage on all rolls because he just he lost his partner. So
Comforting bat.
He's not feeling that I'm not dead.
No.
He doesn't know you're not dead.
He saw you die.
None of us do. We're all really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if he doesn't have the feeling that, hey, her spirit is back.
No, because your spirit never left, technically.
Mhm.
So no,
Are surrounded.
you don't know
Yeah,
what
but
happened to you. So you're not here right now. So shush. All right. So as you make your way down the stairs, you get down to about 75 feet down, and that's about where you see those tendrils coming out. You want to roll a investigation check?
Okay. Oh, my dice are gonna be upset. I haven't touched them in a couple weeks. Yeah, that's about right. That is a sick. Nope, that's intimidation. Investigation. 8.
8. Okay, yeah. So as you look at these little tendrils, you realize that these cracks in this wall are relatively new. You can see that something kind of exploded this area out a little bit, enough to stress fracture the wall. You do not smell anything from the gas. It doesn't seem to be an inhalation hazard, but it definitely is flammable, and you know that from personal experience.
Mm. Would you say that the tendrils? This is gonna be a mechanical question, but would you say that they are pressurized, like they coming out with some real gusto, or is it just kind of
No,
seeping out?
just seeping out, casual seeping out, the same way that it was seeping up from the ground.
Okay.
It's like smoke filling a room. It's not forced, it's just there. Um, you do get the feeling that you may be the reason that these cracks exist, though.
Tersel's not gonna think about that at all. I'd be like, oh, this really strange set of cracks is here, everybody. Don't know what did that. But and I'll convey that the green stuff is obviously what we saw in the other room, so try not to cause any sparks, ground yourself, like, no static charges.
No
I'm
static
looking at you,
electricity.
doggo. Don't
That,
rub
that
up on
doesn't exist.
anybody.
That's just a reason to sell those cheap bracelets.
No static
I don't know about
electricity.
you all, but in the winter, I turn into a static bomb, and I try to ignite a star every single time I touch something. It hurts really bad. Fucking hurts.
Yeah. Been a mechanic for 15 years, and the amount of times I've gotten out of a car and received a fucking static shock that made my
Hmm.
eyes cross for a couple minutes. So
Yeah. Like
static
it's
That's
charges.
why
99 humidity, and he's out there just like touching cars before he gets
Yeah,
in or gets out. I'm
every
like,
every time I get out, I give a door 2 knocks, as I'd rather
the
that's
courtesy.
why I
know
wear
the
these
shock.
bad boys all the time, because they
Yeah.
have rubber soles, so I'm constantly safe. Because I am prone to getting electrocuted by anything. If it has an electrical current, I touch it, I'm gonna get shocked.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Definitely don't miss being a mechanic just for that fact.
It's just
I
that
do
you're
use it to my advantage though. In
electrifying.
the winter, at the boys at the shop, whenever they're pissing me off, I just reach over and touch one of them, and they're like, "Mother!"
Yeah.
Ah,
You're
I
just
love it.
electrifying.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I am.
Like
Yeah.
personality.
Yeah, that's what she is. It's not low key
Electra.
torture at all. It's
Right.
electrification. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
New kink discovered and unlocked.
Ah.
All right, sorry, children. Let's get back to the game.
That's okay.
All right. So, as you guys make your way down about 75 feet below at the bottom of the stairs there, you still have more to go. Even with your light, it is hard to really see further. You do see that the stairs remain the same condition. However, I would like Ophelia to roll a perception check, please.
Yes. I love rolling perception. I have been loving on my dice, by the way. Tersel should take note. Maybe. I don't know. Perception. How many? I got a dirty 20.
All right. Well, that's enough for you to realize that 4 spiders have dropped on your hair.
You! I'm gonna do the frantic dance.
Okay. I want you to go ahead and roll a dex save for this because you are on a narrow staircase and you are. Ah!
Oh shit, and I'm in the middle of the group.
You're gonna take everybody down.
I got a 19.
19. All right. Yeah, you're able to maintain your footing as you fling off the spiders. However, one spider does fall down inside of your pocket in your chest area.
No! Don't feed the gremlin.
So what do
Tercel
you,
hears all this commotion. Is like, what the fuck is going on back there,
I'm
y'all?
gonna be doing the no 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 no.
all right.
Is there like,
Did-
are we surrounded by walls? I hope, or is it?
It is a
Right.
narrow hallway type
Okay.
thing that's going straight down, like at an angle. Like I
Oh.
said, it's only about probably 8 feet tall, and it's only wide enough. Like both Tercel and the Paladin's shoulders are almost scraping as they walk through these walls. They
Okay.
are
I'm
no,
probably
they're not. They are not scraping because I didn't want to just have a spark hazard done.
Yeah.
I was at least being nice and not saying you guys have to turn sideways and sidestep that.
yeah, because it's a really clean hallway too. We don't have like that extra layer of moss to like
Yeah.
kill that spark either. Damn. Well,
Yeah,
I
see.
I hate to admit it, but I think my character is scared to death of spiders, so I am woo
Stripping?
mildly yes, not like all the way down to the undies, but I'm just
Just
like
fuck that shit.
fuck!
Let's
No,
go.
no, because I've
All
already
right.
encountered other crap in this thing. I don't want no goddamn spider.
Roll a d20 and just give me the number on it.
Oh,
Oh,
please
no.
be nice.
Never admit your fears to the DM.
The DM already
No.
knows your fears.
5.
5. So, yeah, as you're flinging off all your clothes, you accidentally fling a small gold coin and a spider that are touching down the stairs.
No, not my baby.
And you hear
Son
this
of a Jew.
clink, 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 clink as it goes down further, further, further. Tercel, roll a perception check as this coin goes flying by you with a spider riding on top of it.
Cocked.
I want my little dude to be like
11 plus 4, 15.
So yeah, as it goes flying by Tercel, you see this coin go flying by, and all of a sudden it opens up like a mouth and eats the spider, and then just keeps going down into the darkness.
that would have
The
been
And you hear
coin
sick.
did?
the coin,
Yeah, it's my baby mimic.
and it just goes tink, 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 all the way down to the stairs, so you can't hear it anymore.
Tercel's gonna scratch his head and be like, if we've got ideas like this, can you tell somebody? It's like,
Not Verovka. I'm like in tears. Like first it's Sarah. I've lost Verovka.
All right, so while you guys are dealing with that on the stairs,
oh, it's gonna be a long day.
what are you doing?
I'm searching the room.
All right, well, did you bother?
I didn't pick it up.
Okay. So yeah, you know that the door is there. You still can't get it open.
There's a couple chests though.
The crates that you guys already inspected last time, so you know what's in them.
Do I?
There was jack shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
Other than that, this room's pretty
Look
empty.
around the doorway, everything. See if there's any cracks.
You don't
Crevices.
see anything that you didn't see the last time you guys investigated the hell out of the doorway.
Hmm.
So the only thing in this room is broken up crate and that fountain.
Yep, that is empty of water now and has a silverish looking tube sitting inside of it.
Alright. I'm gonna take my cloak. I'm gonna reach in and pick it up. Not with my bare hand, but with the cloak.
So yeah, you pull it up, roll an investigation check.
10.
All right. So as you pull this out, you're pretty sure that it's not actually silver. It may be something else you're not 100% sure as it's been sitting in water for a long time. So it seems like it's got a little bit of discoloration to it, but it hasn't been corroded or anything. One end is completely solid, and it's a long tube, like it's about the size of a 16-ounce pop can. The other at the top of it, though, it seems like it will open up.
Hmm. Damn my halfling. Alright, so I'm gonna open it.
All right, so you open it up, nothing happens.
Peek inside.
Inside is a scroll, like a scrolled up piece of paper, crammed inside of it.
Sweet. Pull out the scroll.
All right. What languages do you know?
Common, halfling, druidic, sylvan, and abyssal.
Okay, well, you're lucky because this is an abyssal. This is a spell that will open a door.
Alright. Will this use one of my spell slots?
No, reading off the scroll that never uses a spell
Okay.
slot.
I will read the scroll.
All right.
Cladu Verata
No.
Nerd.
That shit away.
um, roll an Arcana knowledge.
Hmm.
9.
All right. So even though you can understand the language, this spell is going to take you about a half hour of concentration and study. Plus, you are reading it. There are ingredients that you need to find. You need bone dust, a drop of blood, and goblin skin.
Goblin skin.
Goblin
Mhm.
skin.
So I needed blood. That's easy.
Uh,
I needed bone dust.
uh,
How many of that? I needed goblin skin. What else?
that's it. 3 ingredients and about, we're going to say an hour and a half of studying it.
Well, what the freaking hell? Where am I gonna find
It's been,
goblin?
I don't know, maybe you should start investigating around the room more now that you know what you're looking for.
I looked all over this room. You said that there's remnants of a crate and an empty.
And there was
skeleton.
junk stuff in that crate, but
No,
you didn't know
said
what it
that.
was.
You said it was just remnants of a crate. See, now you're lying.
That's just saying, maybe
Oh.
you have to look more.
Okay,
Anyways.
well, obviously I'm gonna look through the crate then. If it's not just broken crate, DM.
Roll investigation check.
I love you guys.
21.
21? Yeah, there's nothing in these crates.
The holidays affects everybody in a different way. Is all I'm saying.
You gotta love a good setup. Yeah, there's nothing in those crates. It's just some empty, busted up crates. It didn't change. You're just gonna have to look at it.
Seriously, come up missing. I'm not saying a goddamn thing.
Right.
Like, we're gonna delete this VOD.
Oh no, this automatically gets updated to YouTube as soon as I'm done.
Oh no.
Just gonna kill him. That's it.
Oh shit.
And they call that a dead man's trigger or whatever. Like, if I die, all this gets uploaded to YouTube.
All right. While she's thinking what she's going to do, I'm going to do a quick side note here. So originally, when I had planned this out, Tercel, you were the one who was supposed to die.
Aww. See, no love for you at all.
No, because I thought it would actually be funnier to have Tercel come back from the dead, being the cynical cleric that he is. So I had kind of thought about some side paths for that, including finding this goblin skin, which there was a lot of fun I'd come up for that for your Tersel's character. That won't work for a halfling.
Well,
But Tersel wouldn't
So-
touch the water.
smart.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did though.
Skeptical. That's
So
we'll call it
smart.
skeptical.
There's a way out. That we
Yeah, there's
can-
that door that leads back into the gas chamber room.
I'm gonna take a swig of my fire water and head back in the other room. Start looking around.
All right. So as you enter back into the gas chamber room, you notice that it is still lit by that green glow, but for some reason it seems a little bit darker in here than before.
Mhm.
The one passageway that's straight off, so if you were where you're standing now, there's a passageway past that.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, right there.
I'm gonna not light the torch, which is my first thought. I'll use my
Very
flame.
smart.
It's magic.
Still technically a fire.
But we had it before. So
Oh, I haven't said that it filled up with gas. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
it is
just
technically
saying,
a
we
fire.
used that same one before. So I'll use my
Okay.
flame in my hands.
Yeah, you just noticed that what little green light source that was coming out seems to be dimmer for some reason. It's still green and it's still glowing way down there at the bottom of that pit, but it just seems to be dimmer.
We never did open that chest. No. That's where I'm headed to.
All right, so that was through that passage and then it was down.
Yeah.
So,
Like in a room.
yeah.
Alright.
We didn't fight goblins to get into this thing, did we?
No.
No. I remember what we fought now.
You fought the gauntlet of undead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. What stuff do I have on? How big is this kite to me?
This box that is suspended in the air is 6 foot long.
So it's huge.
Yes.
It's twice my size.
It's 6 foot long and it's about 4 foot wide and about 3 foot tall.
That sounds like a casket. Pointing that out there.
You can't say that. Let's see here. Sure, this won't kill me. Alright, so I can see the box
Uh-huh.
from the doorway.
Uh-huh.
Alright. I'm going to cast Thunder Wave at the box
Okay.
to try and break it open.
You can certainly try.
So let's see, you have to make a constitution saving throw on the box.
It doesn't have a constitution, so it automatically just takes a hit.
2d8. That'll be 11 points of damage.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and roll a constitution save and throw?
With an egg. Nat 20.
Okay. So yeah, as you cast the spell, it goes out, but just deadens, and then all of a sudden you feel it ripple back into you.
Ooh, fun.
So you would take half that damage, right? If you've passed your
Oh.
constitution save.
Yeah. So what did I say it was?
I think it was 11,
11.
so 5.
Would we have heard that by any chance?
No, you guys are about 75 feet underground.
Oh,
So
alright.
no. And you're also off to the different side because she's now on the other side of the two.
Mhm.
And I get the hit to the chest. I'm like, God damn it. I don't know how to break this. I don't have it.
I mean, the good news is if you die, you're gonna come back.
I come back.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know that yet.
She doesn't really know that. Like I said, she doesn't know.
Yes,
As far as she understands, she just passed out, and you guys left her.
that's fair.
I'm like cursing me again for leaving me. All right. Got my crossbow with 5 explosive charges.
Okay.
Trying to think of how I can do this.
Well, there was a little bit of a hallway. You could step back and try to shoot
Yeah.
at it.
It doesn't more I could push it in and then it would go off.
No, it takes a lot of force. It takes the force of it striking itself.
Like a bullet.
Az or the paladin might be able to stab with one of those and cause it to detonate.
I wouldn't wanna be
Maybe,
that close to it.
maybe
but,
Ophelia could, but as for
like,
you,
like,
no,
you could put it there and it would go off eventually, but no.
no. It's impact related.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So I'm gonna stand back into the hallway, and I'm gonna shoot one of my explosive arrows at that stupid frickin' box.
Roll an attack.
Should I roll my d20 for it?
You roll it as an attack with your dexterity since it's a ranged weapon.
So thank you. 3, so 16.
16, yeah, that hits the box. You roll your eyes, but it actually had a 15 AC, so
It's a little bit ridiculous. I don't have my explosive written down for damages.
I believe they're 1d8 on top of the damage. So it's whatever damage your crossbow does plus 1d8 on top of it.
Because it's 1d8 for crossbow.
Yeah, so then it's an extra 1d8 for the explosion. I think that's what we gave you.
So I'll just leave. 10.
All right. Well, I need to know which was which.
So 4 and 6.
Okay. So which one was the crossbow's damage?
4.
Okay. So 6 explosion. All right. So yeah, it hits. The explosion goes off, but it like, and then all of a sudden, bam! You get hit with the explosion damage. But the bow does hit the box and stick into it.
So I take half the damage.
You take the explosion damage. So 6 damage.
Some bullshit.
Just gonna put -6. That's fine. Alright. I don't have very many of these explosive charges, so. I'm gonna attack it with my sickle. I'm just gonna like bang bam. Wait, switch open. +5, 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Five.
So with that hit, yeah, the box starts to crack. All of a sudden, you feel this weird pressure engulf you. The next thing you know, you're in darkness. You can't move. You can't breathe. You feel like you're floating as you are now inside the box.
No.
Little side note, I did warn you guys about that trap last time we played. And you guys were like, oh, yeah, don't tell us about it. I'm like, well, you guys shouldn't go back to messing with it. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you now. But, so she's now trapped in a box. We'll go back to you guys. You guys are about 75 feet down the stairs.
So fucking rude.
I told you the Tomb of Annihilation is not fun. And this is a modified one.
I'm in tears because I've lost Sarah and I've lost my mimic, my baby mimic, my little child.
And that one gold. Don't forget about that.
Verovka. No, that he is
The
the one
gold
gold.
was the mimic.
The gold was
Oh.
the mimic. I've lost him. My little Verovka. Poor little dude.
Ah, the real
Now
DM
locked in a
appears.
fucking
No.
box.
You want to turn around so everyone can see you? They want to see you.
Meow.
Hi. Hi, kitty. I will give you all the scritches.
She's drooling.
No.
Yeah.
Drool. Kitty cat drool. Lovely.
So what would you guys on the stairs like to do at this point?
I mean, you got nowhere to go but down. So,
Yeah.
All right.
I guess, mace held high, trying to be as aware as I can be. We'll continue.
All right, so yeah, you guys go down about another 75 feet. You come to a landing. There is a
Okay.
passageway off to the side here. It is very dark. You can just see the passageway because of the light from everything. You can see that there is a room ahead of you, but you can't see what's in it.
Do I happen to hear any like skittering or rolling of a coin?
You can roll an investigation check.
I would like to roll an investigation check, please. I got a. I don't think I have any thing in investigation. Nope. I got a 5.
Got five? No, you don't see the coin.
It kind of opens up so we're not shoulder to shoulder anymore, or
I'd say the landing is probably big enough that you guys could kind of almost you'd be really tight fit. Um, like think like 4 people in an elevator. Not a lot of movement, but enough room that you can all kind of be grouped together, looking into this passageway.
A little
yeah. So, well, we made it to the first floor, everybody. This is housekeeping and the kitchen. I don't know. I guess we should do
First
some
floor, ladies'
investigating.
lingerie.
Right.
snug.
Anybody have any problems with entering this passage and
No, let's go
continuing
for
on?
it. There's only the one way. Let's go.
All right.
Can
So
can you keep an eye out for a little gold coin though?
little
All right, so you
spider eating
guys
coins.
Yeah, spider eating
step.
coin.
You guys
He gets
step into this
he's a little
room.
skittish.
With what little light you can see, there are bones everywhere. Piles and piles of bones everywhere. There is a small opening, like almost another doorway opening, but it is sealed kind of a little bit across from you. And it seems like the room kind of veers off to the side behind this other big pile of bones.
All right. Well,
There
this
are
definitely isn't
torch
housekeeping.
scones on the wall there. And you do notice there is no green mist in this area.
Why don't you go ahead and light that there, Mr.
So
Tercel?
when we were descending the stairs, you said that they were remarkably clean.
Yes.
This room is the opposite, I'm assuming.
This room looks very dusty and dirty. No wetness. Like there's no mildew or mold or moss. It's very dry and dark, and even the air is dry.
Um, Approaching one of the torches because having more light would be cool. Does it look like it's ever been lit?
Yes, yes, you can see there's soot on the wall where it at one time was lit. Not too long ago. I'd say within the last month.
That's terrifying. Um, look over my shoulder to the ladies and be like, does it make sense to light these torches? Do we want to give ourselves light, or do we want to stay inconspicuous until we find a reason to need light?
I kind of like to know what's up in this room, so I'm cool with you lighting it.
Um,
Doggo, how do you feel about this? And give him some butt scritches.
Tail wags a little. He's still a little bummed.
um, yeah, let's do it. So yeah, getting a whatever I need to start a fire. I'll light the one closest to the door.
All right, so we'll say it's this torch right here. So now you guys kind of have light out to about there.
Okay.
Like I said, you can see that there are bones littering the floor. There are a couple piles of bones, about as tall as what Sarah was.
Can
So,
I examine the bones, see roughly what make and model they are?
sure, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
They're a Honda Civic of the
What
1996 variety.
make and model?
Investigation be a whopping 8.
All right. So you check bonefax.com, and it comes up that these bones are of various different creatures of races and species. There are animal bones, human bones, elf bones, dwarf bones. It's just a menagerie of the dead.
The real question is, how did they get here, Tercel?
Yeah, are there any clues on the bones, like gnawing, or are they super
Yes.
clean like acid?
Oh,
Or
they are clean, but there are definitely teeth marks on these bones.
okay, well, I had some bad news, everybody. These bones have been cleaned by not by hand, but by physical means, not chemical or time,
Gnawing, perhaps?
perhaps.
Oh, God. Okay.
Beacon is quite interested in a bone.
If we're lucky, maybe it's a wandering horde of corgis or something. We could just you know, get some treats out there.
There's some jerky on the ground. Seal.
Like around the corner, some fluffy butts enter the scene. Like shit.
No.
It is a white. It is a white rabbit.
All right.
Oh, no. No. Holy
All
hand
right.
grenade.
For dramatic effect, what's my next torch to light?
The next
Like,
torch you see is way past this other doorway.
no, I don't want to go that far. So as timidly as a grown man can, I will hold my mace up and approach that torch.
All right, roll investigation check as you approach that torch.
Better not come after me, you son of a bitch. Investigations 14, 17.
So yeah, as you approach this torch, like the scone on the wall, you see that there's remnants of a torch, but this one has been soaked in some kind of fluid and is not going to light.
Hmm. Some kind of fluid.
That's always good in a room full of the dead. Um, if I got a little closer, could I get a better idea of what the fluid was?
Sure.
And I'm sorry, where was the torches by the door, the sealed opening? Yeah.
It's yeah, right about there where that pen is, by the door that's shut. Unfortunately, the model doesn't have a shut door option, so
Yeah.
that opening is actually a closed doorway.
Um, uh, yeah. So Dursal trepidation. I'm gonna approach it slowly and try to see if I can recognize the substance that's coating it, or if it's on the whole wall. Like if it looked like a giant tick exploded and covered itself in blood or something. Like
Roll an investigation on that area then.
Kind of checked.
9 and 3 is 12.
Um, as you approach it with the intent of investigating it, you start to smell copper heavily. And as you kind of look at the wall, you do see that, yes, this has been covered in blood. This torch has just been covered. And there is blood dripping down from the torch onto the floor, making a
Oh
small
God,
puddle.
active blood. Gross.
No, it was like someone threw blood on the torch. And so
Oh.
it was enough to soak it, and then whatever, it's just dripping off the torch from that onto the ground. It's not like magically just more blood. It's just there was so much blood that doused the torch.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, and I'll obviously convey this back to you guys, and I'm going to kind of casually walk back to the light, like with my back to the light, like okay, and see how we want to approach this. Do we want to go further down into that corridor because it looked like there was an opening down there? Do we want to take the torch down and move it to the bloody spot and move our source of light? What do you guys want to do?
Well, so the door is sealed.
Yeah.
It is shut. You guys haven't checked, like, investigated it at all.
Oh, well, yeah. I'd like to investigate the door.
All right, go ahead and you step over to investigate the door.
Step over to investigate.
Tercel, I'm going to say you're right about here.
Oh Lord. No.
What's the question for you?
Me and this dice are about to have issues.
You didn't love them enough.
I didn't, apparently. 5.
5? Yeah, so it's a wooden door. You're sure of that. You are sure that it's shut.
Tap on it a little bit. Tap, tap, tap.
It's a very thick wooden door.
It looks like wood door, guys.
I'm kind of thinking about taking the torch down from the one, moving it to the bloody spot.
All right.
Just to kind of help illuminate.
All right. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
All right. As soon as you take the torch from the wall, it goes out, and so does your mace, casting the room in complete darkness. All of a sudden, I would like both Tercel and D to roll a dex save.
Okay. Please be good to me.
Oh, that is a natural 20.
You're fired, my little dude. You're fired. You got 10.
Okay. What is your AC, D?
My AC is 17.
17. All right. Tercel, what is your AC?
17 as well.
All right. Tercel, you're able to dodge out of it. You sense this like movement behind you and move just at the right time so that it just nicks you. But you do take. Where are they? Oh, they're there. You take 3 damage from the spike wooden club feeling thing that just bashes into your back, pushes you forward. D, unfortunately, you didn't sense it coming, and you end up taking 7 damage as you feel this impact just smash you into the back. And as that happens, you hear these gruntle like noises. And that's when we're going to take our break.
Yay.
So we will be right back, everybody.
Oh boy.
Being trapped in a box.
All right.
Hmm.
Final shape doesn't require any voice or movement.
Oh yeah, but you're inside that box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I break out.
You could certainly try.
I don't have any other options. So yeah.
All right, we're coming back while we're waiting on the others there. So yes, if anyone else, any of you guys want to join us for our Vampire the Masquerade, or any of the D&Ds, or any of the future, Werewolf, Reckoning, any of those that we end up doing, just drop us a message in Discord. We'll add you to the thing. We'll talk to you, see what works. We always do it on Sunday, start about 10:30 Central Time. Um, and like I said, with vampire, you don't have to worry about it being sexually explicit. I mean, if you guys decide to explore, maybe there's some sex going on, but nothing. But there will be psychological damage, emotional damage, a lot of emotional damage, like emotional damage everywhere.
Welcome back, Rob.
Yes, welcome back, Rob. I don't have chat on my thing. I'm actually opening it real quick because I wanted to.
Emotional damage.
I think I still have that as chat on my thing. I'm actually opening it real quick because I think I.
Yes, looking forward to having you join us for the vampire
Emotional
masquerade.
damage.
I do still have that as a blurb. Which, hey, well, while we're waiting, Big Rob. So you need to go back to Viewer Attack, to their webpage, and they have a tutorial section. You have to go through the tutorial, and it will show you how to get the link that you need to copy into OBS. You would just create a scene, call it Viewer Attack, paste that in. It's a web source scene. You have to put that onto OBS, and that's what allows Viewer Attack to actually work. I found that out by when I first set it up. I did it. I had it set up just how you guys do, and the actual people from Viewer Attack came in and they tried to pay bits to get it to work. And they're like, "Hey, you didn't finish setting it up. Go do this." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I did it live on stream. And so they are really cool people. We met them at TwitchCon. I got to throw these foam balls that were tomatoes into holes, and I got a cool keychain that is a pigeon showing you its butt. I love that keychain because I love pigeons.
As there's a blurb in
Pigeons
here
are
that
pretty
says,
cool.
"Hello, I'm the doctor."
All right, so as you guys come back, um, I actually need you all to roll initiative, except for Sarah, so that you can roll for Doggo.
13 plus 2 for 15.
Do they notice that he's not at 100%?
I don't know.
No, they wouldn't. They're all a little bruised right now. What'd you get for Doggo?
7.
Okay. So yeah, the room is dark now. You've
that
noticed
light
like
went out?
your light went out on your thing, like something is blocking light in here. You get the sense that there are these creatures that have attacked you. You can kind of tell where they are. Um, one seems to be right behind you, as one seems to be right behind you, Ophelia.
Just got hit, so I'm sure
That's
they're
what's well. That's it. You don't know exactly where they are. You have a rough feeling that they're close enough to have swung at you and hit you, but you don't know exactly where they are. So you guys are at disadvantage on all attacks. So you will roll your d20 twice when you attack, and take the lower number until either somehow light comes back or you are 100% sure that you were right on front of them. Okay. So with that being, yeah, go ahead.
My character has dark vision. Does
Dark vision does not
vision?
work. This seems to be a magically darkness.
Okay, cool.
So you will find that thanks to 5th edition giving everybody dark vision, a lot of DMs use magical darkness that blocks that. So because fuck that. Everybody got dark vision in 5th edition. That was so stupid.
Oh, Rob wants to know if you're munching on some dino nuts.
What do you do?
No, that was Greek dino nuggies. We were eating some baklava this morning.
Oh yeah. Greek dino nuggets. Yeah, baklava. We got Greek food last night.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want baklava. I haven't had baklava in forever. So
Oh god, it has been 25 years since I've had some good Greek food.
Although Dino Nuggies sound pretty fire right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I had donuts for breakfast, but I'm actually a little hungry for lunch. We may have to go get some nuggies.
Fuck yeah.
They don't have to be Dino Nuggies. I just want some nuggies.
Oh,
There-
dude.
I
I
was
love
already-
baklava too. I make it.
Yeah, Dieter makes
You
the
make
best
some baklava?
All right. Well, then next,
I make baklava.
hey, when we all go down to the Steampunk Fest next year, which we're already thinking we're probably going to make it more of a whole weekend event. So we're probably
Yeah.
going to get there and do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next year.
Yeah.
Stay over at the hotel Friday and Saturday.
Which I like that hotel. So if we can get that hotel again, that was actually a pretty decent place. And I like the pool. I'd like to swim in it a lot more just because I like to swim. It's the one thing that my body enjoys. And then maybe I can get Az in the pool this time instead of just his feet.
Yeah.
And who knows?
Oh, we'll see if we get accosted by swinging.
I was going to
black
say
lady
we'll have to see if that our stalking couple returns. Which, if so, maybe we took that the wrong way, and we should have been more friendly to them. Maybe they just wanted to be friends. I got the creepy sex vibes, but
What hotel?
Oh, I
It was
got a weird vibe from them. It was too coincidental.
it was like Best Western, wasn't it? It was
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was a couple
Yeah, Best
blocks
Western.
north of it. It was a really nice hotel.
Nice,
And the Best Western and
for the price.
Yeah, for the price, it was great. Considering the other hotel we got earlier that year in Indiana was scary as shit.
it cost
I remember
more.
the pictures from that. Oh my
Oh
god.
God, yeah.
Yeah, that hotel cost more.
All right, so D, you are up first, Ophelia. What would you like to do?
Well, I would like
Let's
to.
try.
I'm assuming you said he was at my back.
You got attacked from your back, but you're not 100% sure exactly where this creature is. You don't even know what this creature is because, like I said, it's so dark you can't really tell what's going on.
Do I
So
at least know that I'm not near any of my friends?
you know that, yeah, you stepped far enough up by that doorway. You know that everyone else is back further from you, and you know that something has smacked you from behind, but you're not exactly sure which direction.
Okay. I would like to try to spin around, but with my stick,
Okay.
my quarterstaff, and maybe do like a 360-ish thing to.
So you're just going to do like a wild swing? Okay. So what we'll do for that is you're already at disadvantage, so just roll twice, take the lowest.
Okay.
And you get to add, since you're a monk, you can either add your dex or your melee to it.
That would be an 8.
An 8. So yeah, you spin around swinging your stick wildly, like wildly and widely at the same time. Whatever is in that area, you miss it completely.
Okay.
So you don't make contact, but you are now facing back. We'll say you did spin enough around that you are facing out towards where you guys came in.
Okay.
You do have your bonus moves and all that stuff. That was just your first attack.
Okay. Then. Then let's see. And all this happened when he pulled the torch out of the thing?
Yes.
Well, I'm hoping that I have enough spatial awareness that I know I can keep my friends at my back.
Well, when you turned around, you're now facing the direction where they would be.
Where they would be. Okay. Well, then I would like to turn away from where I think they are.
Okay.
And walk backwards towards them. I don't know who to attack because there's nothing to attack that I can really
All right.
see,
So as you turn to walk backwards, this creature will get to do an attack of opportunity on you. 24 to hit.
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay, so it does hit. No, that's it. Swinging it against your AC. So
Your AC 17, so it hits.
yeah, so it definitely hits because your AC 17. So it gets 8. 11 damage as it swings and smacks you again with this like you feel like it's like a club of wood, but it's got like spikiness on it.
Ow.
Motherfucker.
Fucking hells.
Right.
Is it still my turn?
Well, at this point, as you kind of step back from it, as you
Yeah.
turn away, you're now all the way up against this back wall now.
Okay.
Because you like turn this way. So yeah, your face would be at the wall. You are far enough away now as you stepped away from it. So I'd say at this point you probably used about half your movement. So you still have movement and you still have your bonus actions
Oh,
as
yeah.
a monkey boinky boink boink monk.
Boink boink. I mm, I would like to try to step forward in the direction of my attacker and two-hand my quarterstaff at them.
All right, so you kind of go this way. So again, you're at disadvantage because you're still not 100% sure where they are.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll the attack twice. Take the lowest one.
7. Dex, right? Or
You as a monk, you can either
yeah.
use your dex or your strength.
Yeah. So I got 11 is my lowest.
All right, 11 hits.
Awesome. And my dagger, two-handed, is a D8. Where are you at? There you are. All right, I'm trusting you, little dude. Good enough. 5 plus 3, 8.
8. All right. So yeah, you actually, as you kind of like blindly stab out with your dagger, you feel it contact and go into something fleshy, and as you pull it back, you do get a little bit of spray of like liquid on you that you can sense is like a blood, but you can't see it. And this creature lets out this like grumbly, weird noise. And then that should be the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay. So then, Tercel, it's your turn.
All right. And so I felt the attack on my backside as well as I was headed to
Yes.
the torch. So
No,
I
as soon
definitely
as
have
you
to.
had pulled the torch down, you felt the attack.
Okay,
Because as soon as you pulled the torch down, the room went black. You got hit.
gotcha. Um, all right. So Tercel's gonna react like instinctively, like maybe he's fought in darkness before, and calling what he knows works well as AOE. So he's going to lower his head in prayer, to cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Um,
Does that have the somatic, like you have to have a hand free?
VSM. So yeah,
Okay, because in one hand you have a torch, the other hand you have your mace still.
right.
So,
Well, I have the Warcaster feat, which lets me cast. I'll never find that.
oh, I got there.
Background, features and traits. Caster. Yes, I know I get a feat of my choice. I want to know what it does. Now you can go away, because I see what I want. Warcaster. Advantage on con saving throws for concentration. Perform somatic components of spells when you have weapons or a shield in one or both hands.
Okay, so you can still do, you can cast it without dropping either one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then you would be able to cast that. Go ahead.
So yeah, I cast my spell. I'd say protect me, my brothers, and then as surround me like all the fallen soldiers of anything I've ever lost in my careers come up around, start swirling around me.
Okay.
So flit around me a distance of 15 feet for the duration. It is concentration spell. Designate any creatures. I can designate what's not affected. Obviously, anybody that I like is not affected. Wisdom saving throw and a failed save, they take damage.
Okay. So what is your spell save DC?
Is 15.
All right. So yes, they failed their save.
Okay. 11 plus. Oh, damn, that's another 8. So 19. I'm good, so it's not necrotic. It would be radiant.
All right.
19 radiant.
So yeah, you hear this creature let out this loud gasp and then this slow gargle noise. And then you hear like a wet slump hit the ground.
Damn.
Nice.
Good job. I hope.
And I can kind of perceive that's pretty close to me.
It was around you within a few feet, but it's still dark. You cannot see. But you definitely heard something let out a death gurgle and slump to the ground.
Gotcha. So with mental maps, I can kind of guess that Ophelia was roughly that way, and I'd kind of like to slowly but surely make my way that way, that
Okay.
direction.
All right.
Too many ways in that sentence.
Half movement.
Yeah. So you'd be able to move pretty much up to her area there.
Okay. So I don't have a decent bonus action, I don't think. I guess I could take a healing pot or something. That may not be a bad idea.
Totally not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use one of my healing potions.
Okay.
I'm low on healing pots. I need to buy one of them.
Or you need some downtime to make some.
True. All right, so 2d4.
For those who are wondering, I've allowed 3.5 had the ability to like have extra skills and stuff based on your knowledge. So I let my players pick kind of from that. And Tercel does have the alchemy skill that he is slowly learning. So he, as he gets better, will make better potions. Right now, his potions are a coin flip of whether it's acid that kills you or it's a potion that heals you.
It
Yep.
all heals you. It's just how long it takes. Sometimes it burns first and then heals later. It's a
Yeah.
slow release tablet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It releases you
But
from
yeah,
life.
Disgusting.
that's all of my turn there.
Okay. All right. So after
Oh,
that,
I will say to Ophelia, like, if you can hear me, get close to me.
Noted.
And that'll be my turn.
all right. So it is Doggo's turn. Doggo also cannot see, so he is at disadvantage.
But he has very keen hearing.
He has very keen hearing. Yes.
And a sniffer. He has a sniffer.
Yep. He has keen hearing and he has advantage on hearing and smell.
Uh-huh.
And he's heard Ophelia get attacked.
Yep.
So he is going to go towards that.
Okay.
He's going to go towards Ophelia.
All right.
So he would be a half movement,
And what's his movement?
50.
He could get about there.
And so he can smell that Tersal is close to him.
Yeah, he can smell that everybody's around him.
Okay. So he's going to like nudge Tersal because he's close to Tersal.
Yes.
So he's going to nudge him.
Tercel will give him an ear
No,
waggle shake, like,
there.
just stay here, buddy. We'll figure this out.
All right, and that's his move.
All right. Well, then it is this creature's turn. It, unfortunately for you guys, can see in the dark. And it is close enough to Ophelia that it is going to swing at her.
Is it
18 plus
within?
23.
I guess that's at my turn. Sorry.
I should have held
So
it.
23 to hit.
Yeah, it's
All right.
19.
So
Ow.
8 points of bludgeoning damage, and this time you get also 1 point of piercing damage as again it swings its club at you with full might and strikes into you.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have held my action. It could have.
So, can I read Spirit Guardians real quick?
Yeah.
It says when a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make another Wisdom saving throw and take damage.
See, this one didn't enter. You entered its area.
Okay. Did it start its turn in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have started its turn already in that area.
So then it should take damage at the start of its turn?
Okay, so let's see. We'll do a wisdom check. Yeah. 18. 19 on a wisdom?
Yeah, you passed.
Okay, so
I
does
got
it.
15, so.
All right.
Does it do
On a
half
successful
or-
save, creature takes half damage. So
All right.
D8, 10 plus another 1 is 11. Half of that be 5.
Okay. So yeah, it's it definitely let out a screech as it took that damage. And then it attacked Ophelia. All right, and then it's Ophelia's
No.
turn.
Boo.
Did you hear that screech?
I
It's
did
got-
hear the screech.
Go get it, monk.
I would like to attack the direction of the screech.
All right.
Still disadvantage. So roll the 2 lowest. Oh, you bitch. 2. Got 6.
Does not hit.
Okay. And I will.
You get 2 attacks.
I do. Oh, swing again. Ugh. I got 8.
8. That does not hit.
All right, and then I'm guessing. I could still do my bonus action. I would like to try to spend this key point to do my bonus action.
All right.
I got a 10.
10 does not hit.
All right. Just a bunch of woof, 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 woof.
Yep. Luckily, you barely miss woofing anyone who's near you.
Yeah. That's true.
All right. So, Tercel, it's your turn.
Okay. So Jerusalem seeing the much more combat-oriented monk whiffing, he's not even going to try it because
Goodness.
he can't hit up as well as she can. So I guess I'm just going to heal her and be the spirit guardian guy. um,
Let my magic do it.
yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna sit here and let the dead warriors kill things. So I will cast Cure Wounds. I may have buffed that up. How rough is Ophelia looking, Deidre?
I am at 44 out of 71.
Okay, you're looking pretty rough.
Mm-hmm. Just a
We
little
will
bit.
do
A little
Cure
over half.
Wounds at a level 2, which is 2d8 plus 8. 10 plus 8, so 18 points of healing to Deidre, and then I get a percentage. What do I get? Like 3 plus my level. So yeah, Ophelia gets 18.
Yay.
You regain 2 plus a spell's level. I cast it at 2, so I get 4 HP myself. That's my action. I'm gonna assume we're still in darkness, so there's no point in doing a light. I'm feeling pretty comfortable here. I'm gonna hang out here.
Right. Doggo's turn then.
All right.
Yeah,
So
doggo.
he can smell and hear the creature.
Yes.
So he's going to run up and attack it with
All right.
bite. 21.
Definitely hits.
$11.
Okay, roll a constitution save on Doggo.
22.
Okay. So yeah, Doggo reaches up and rips this creature's throat out
Nice.
and spits out this blackish blood. But no one actually sees that it's black. So, but yes, so this creature slumps to the ground. It had one hit left.
He was mad because he was attacking his friends.
All right, so you guys are
So
now in the darkness still.
No.
Oh shit. Are we out of initiative then?
Yes, yes.
What the heck are we gonna do? I was kind of hoping one of them cast darkness. I guess we'll do a body count. And be like, all right, how's everybody doing? You know, I'll remember reach and pat Doggo. Be like, good job, buddy.
Good job. Thanks, doggo. You're the best.
Billy,
Okay.
where are we? Are we near anything?
There is the sealed door behind Ophelia, and then there's piles of bones around you guys, and possibly some dead creatures. You're not sure because, like I said, it is dark in there.
I'm in my box. And I'm going to wild shape.
Nope, you're not doing anything right now.
Yes, I am.
No, we're focusing on them. We'll focus on you in a little bit.
So yeah, so we've three options. We can either leave this place, go back where we came, see if the darkness is okay out there. We could try to open door number 1 and see what kind of trouble that gets us into. Though we can't see anything, so that is going to be fun. Or we could try to go through that open area we saw before everything turned off.
Yeah.
But I don't know where those things came from. If there was the bone piles, I don't even really know what we just killed.
I don't either.
Hopefully they weren't cute. I
Where
don't
was
know.
it? Where was the torch that you took out of the wall?
I've got it in my hands. It's not doing anything. I guess I could try to light it again, but it put itself out.
Or
So
you could put it back in the wall and light it.
oh, well that makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, tiptoeing, trying not to step on dead things. I'm going to work my way back to where I remember the.
Give me a dexterity save as you're tiptoeing through the darkness.
With my chainmail, like shink, shink.
Yeah.
Ching, 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 ching.
I can't even see what that number is. That is a 4 plus dex is 2, 4, 6 dexterity.
Yeah, you make it back to the wall, but you do fall once. And when you happen to fall, let's see here.
No.
Okay, yep. You fall on a dagger and take 1 point of damage as the dagger pierces your butt.
Oh. I'm sorry.
And
I
so
didn't mean to laugh
just
so much.
just out of just for RP, like my spirits were still swirling at that point. I fall and take a dagger to the ass, and all the spirits are like, "Oh, we're out of here," and they just fucking.
Well, I was gonna say you need to roll. You need to roll a concentration on that too to see if you kept the spell. But you could just dismiss them.
Yeah, we'll just say well, that broke my concentration. All the spirits laughed their asses off and were like, "Peace out, brother."
And I'll add to that. So yeah, as you fall and you get the piercing dagger in the butt, you're like, ah! And you hear this, all except for one spirit, the spirit of Bob, who died from falling on a poison dagger.
No.
And he just shakes his head, and then as he dissipates, the rest of them follow suit.
Aww.
I gotta write that down for canon purposes later.
Yeah. You do. Mark
Bob.
it down.
Yeah,
Bob.
Yeah. So I'll put the torch back in. And
The
light
moment
it.
the torch touches the scone and slides in, poof, it lights back up, and the room lights. Your mace lights back up, and you can see again.
You're not allowed.
Laying on the ground, you see these humanoid creatures. Their bellies are distended. They're kind of balding on the top. Their eyes are completely white, as though they're blind. What they were, you guys have enough knowledge to know that they were Grimlocks.
Oh.
Usually found in the Underdark, they are cannibal humans that have basically just become these like grayish underground dwelling flying creatures that eat anything that comes near them.
Lovely.
They are
Yeah,
completely
gonna-
naked. They have no
Lovely.
clothes on, but they
Stop.
don't really have a sex anymore because they're just kind of become this like gray creature.
Those little dangly bits fall off.
Tursel's gonna point at Ophelia and be like, "All right, I'm not allowed to touch anything
Gross.
anymore. Got it. Roger that."
Gross. Gross.
Yeah, you could have had the whole battle in light if you had just put the torch in. That's why I asked, are you still holding the torch? What are you doing with the torch? Even Ophelia, she caught it to me and she's like, maybe he puts the torch back? No, he's not going to. Okay.
Yeah. I was hoping, but panic. Loud sounds in the dark. It's all right. It's all right.
Why is it nice?
Oh.
So yeah, you guys are still in this room. There are 2 fresh corpses that you just attributed to, and then all the dead bodies. Tercel, roll a knowledge check for me. Since you're the one who investigated the piles.
Knowledge is 16, and what, wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, dirty 20.
30, yeah. So you are 100% sure that you know that Grimlocks are cannibals. They eat flesh of creatures. They definitely are probably the reason that these bones had bite marks on them, because these are probably the bones of various adventurers or whatnots that made their way down here at some point and were devoured.
All right. Well, that solves the mystery of the pile of bones. I don't know what the hell Underdark stuff's doing in this dungeon, but that doesn't spell any good news for us. Hopefully, I guess the
Sarah went out
Drider thing
quietly.
happened on a tavern expedition, so that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, that hasn't happened yet.
What do you feel like doing, Ophelia? You want to?
I'm glancing around because I'm still looking for my gold coin.
Oh, yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll investigation
Roll
check.
investigation is a fuck. This little bastard's gonna hide from me forever. It is a 5. Oh,
Nope.
5
Nope.
apparently is my number today. I don't know what's up with that.
Nope, you don't see the little mimic coin anywhere.
Okay. So the door's sealed.
The door is shut. You didn't really.
I just yeah. 'Cause it's
You
sealed.
recognized it's a door. You didn't really figure anything about it before the lights went out and something started to beat you in the ass.
It's fair. I would like to try to, if it's got a handle, wiggle the handle.
It doesn't have a handle. It doesn't have a handle, but you could try to either push it or try to open it.
Okay.
Just
I'd
roll
like
it.
to, yeah.
Roll a 20 and give me the number.
4. 4.
It does push open, but it seems like stuff is behind it, kind of blocking it. So maybe push harder.
You guys want to help me push open this door, or am I doing this on my own?
Yeah, I'll come give some assistance.
All right, so both of you roll a d20 and then add your strength to it.
I'm not much help.
I know that's why I was laughing that Tersel's going to try to help.
19.
Yeah, I'll help. Nah, I got a 6.
Got a
All right.
19.
Yeah, so combined, you guys push. And as you do, you hear this grinding and scraping and crushing noises. As the door opens up and what little light's coming in from the torch and from your mace, you see this room is filled with bones and 4 cubes. They're not crates, there are 4 black cubes. And you can tell that they've been drug around these crushed bones.
Drug around like.
Nope.
Something has moved them out of their original alignment.
Nope. Nope.
It's a puzzle.
Hidden.
Do we see any lightable torches in this room?
No, the only light is coming from Tersel's mace and the light radiant from that one torch. So it's very, very, very dim from the
When
torch, but your mace is lit it up enough.
when we pushed on the door, was the grinding? Did it emanate from the door or from the room?
It emanated from all the bones that you crushed and pushed out of the way.
Holy shit!
Yeah, there are a lot of bones in this room.
Yeah, I
I
don't know
don't know how
about
I
this,
feel about
Ophelia.
this.
Yeah,
This
no,
looks a little sketchy.
I'm getting some pinhead vibes from this. Like this is some nasty fucking.
This
This
is
sounds
a
like
sacrificial layer.
yeah. This is how they get bone meal in the Underdark or something.
Well, then I'm gonna back out of the room.
All right, so at this point, we'll go back up to Sarah. You are trapped inside of a box.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and wild shape
I'm in an emotional box.
into a direwolf.
As you try your hardest to concentrate and focus on the ability that allows you to change shape, nothing's there. You cannot change shape.
And I cannot move.
You can kind of go like this, but you can't move. It's very constricting inside of it.
And there's no air.
There's enough that you're not suffocating yet, but that may change over time.
So my magic doesn't work. I cannot move. I'm going to feel around inside the box. What I can.
It feels like a soft material around you.
Like, there's no things inside.
Just you.
Man,
Can
if
I see that
Ophelia
it's
was in there, I'd
broken?
be like, it's time for the bride. You're gonna do your 1-inch punch to get out of this motherfucker.
What'd you say?
Is there any, like, can I see that it's broken from when
Nope.
I was breaking
No,
his
you don't see the cracks from the outside.
I got nothing.
All right, so while you're pondering that, you guys are still in this room with 4 black cubes that have been moved out of the way. They're no longer in the. You can tell they've been drug around the room. And other than that, just
So,
piles of bones.
not wanting to enter the room on any capacity, but from what I can see, does it look like something is something capable of pushing it behind it, or do they look like they're moving on their own? Like I don't know how I.
Something has forced these boxes out of these cubes out of their usual alignment.
Okay.
Bless you.
I
I'm
don't
so nervous.
really want to push everything back to where it was, just so we
Right.
could find out why they were pushed out.
These could be the bones of dumb adventurers that tried to figure this out last time, and you know,
It could be.
or maybe
Yeah.
big boss Grimlocks is in there waiting for his next meal.
Yeah.
How much does a Grimlock weigh anyway?
It depends
Because
on the Grimlock.
the one specifically laying on the ground beside us.
The closest one, let's say he weighs about a buck 25.
Oh, he's
Okay.
heftier than I can lift up. I was thinking, like, if it's a presence thing, maybe we throw one in there and see if the cubes gobble it up, or like I don't know. It's not doing anything good for us
Yeah, you
either.
guys could do that. It would be both of you rolling a strength check to make sure you guys can lift it, and then it would be both of you rolling a dexterity for the throw. So if you guys want to try it, that's what you guys
That's
would have
not
to do.
good for me, but we could try
Yeah,
that,
let's do it.
or we
Well,
could.
it's a combined number. It's combining your two
Oh,
numbers
okay.
together to
So
beat what I have.
so Ophelia can carry me as usual. Got it.
Well, you've
You
also
want to? Do you
got
want to try that,
Ariel, who's
Ophelia? Does
also
that
Oh,
sound?
of
strong.
course. Yeah, let's
All right,
do
so
that.
first the strength check. So both of you roll a d20, add your strength.
Yeah, I told you this is not going to be good. 6
Ariel can
from
help too. She's strong.
Tercel.
4. I got
So
a
10.
4.
Yeah, you guys are able to pick up this dead body. It
God damn.
stinks of
Why do they always
rottenness.
weigh more when they're
It's
dead? It's so
this one has
weird.
got a hole in it where you stabbed it and it's dripping blood, black blood out. Its throat has been ripped open, so there's black gooey blood dripping from that. Its tongue is actually out, and you can see in its teeth pieces of dried up old flesh. And its teeth are like all jagged and yellow and rotting. Um, so yeah, you guys are able to lift it up about a foot and a half, almost 2 feet off the ground. So now both of you roll and add your dexterity for trying to throw
So,
it into a
so I'm
room.
imagining this like we both have an arm and a leg, and we're doing the
Yeah,
the
that's
swing
what I've
thing.
got too.
Okay.
The granny
8.
throw.
Oh shit! Look at me go. That is an 18.
18. Yeah, so yeah, you guys
Damn.
throw it into the room. It hits one of the cubes and just slumps to the ground. Uh, Nothing happens. No monsters jump up to eat it. No alarms go off. No fires from hell. There's now a dead Grimlock slumped up against this black cube. So we'll say you guys threw it into this cube, and the cube did not move. That one stayed stationary.
Hmm.
All right. Well, there's
Well.
nothing, unless it's magical and it needs to see something alive, which would be unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, we're 50-50. We can either close the door back and go explore something else, or we can try to see what's going on in here. We know that we've seen a couple puzzle slash things already, so we know that the designer of
Yeah.
this dungeon is capable of tomfoolery.
Yes.
Okay, maybe one of us goes in, one of us stays out.
No.
'Cause
I do
then,
not agree with that.
okay. Well, they just want to go in then?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
you
All right, I'm
guys
gonna push it.
gingerly enter the room, and even though you're being cautious, you do still step on bones and you hear them crush underneath you. But nothing jumps out of anywhere to attack you. It is a room that is kind of rounded off at one end where there is a large pile of bones kind of pushed up. There are 4 of these black cubes, one of them next to the Grimlock body, which did not move when it got hit by the body. The other ones are just kind of pushed over in different spots.
Um, so with the pile of bones, the cubes are moving. Can you discern a direction they were moved? Like this came from here, obviously, because there's a wake of
They do look
untouched ground
like,
behind it.
with the exception of the one that the Grimlock hit, they do look, you can kind of tell that they were pushed or dragged to their current spots. You can kind of see like a clearing of bone and dirt, but it's also already kind of filled back in a little bit because they've been out of place for a while. So you kind of have a vague idea where they originally were, and they look to be up closer towards that one that did not move.
Are you curious enough to want to push these into wherever they were?
Man, I'm so fucking
Mr.
curious
Tercel?
right now. Like
All
my
right.
brain.
Let's do it.
So Ophelia, what do you think about us maybe putting a rope around this thing and trying to pull it directly the way we think it came from, like into a spot of maybe like
I'd rather we
um,
just push it.
just push it.
Just get it done. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's
Right.
try the one that hasn't moved. We're gonna assume is not moving. So let's go to the next one up.
So
And we'll
this
try
one?
to, yeah,
Yeah.
and we'll try to push it back to where it looks like it started.
Okay, both
We're
of you
almost-
roll and add your strength to it and give me the number.
19.
Ooh, 16.
Tercel, don't even roll. She already got it.
Oh, okay,
So
nice.
yeah, that it slides forward. You guys kind of slide it up to here, and once it gets close to this box, it goes pook and connects to it.
Oh lordy.
We see that pretty clearly. Like
Oh
we
yeah,
felt
as you're pushing it, it moves real easily. Even though there's like bones of it, you guys were expecting it to be harder and heavier. It's not. It's relatively light, and kind of cool to the touch. And as you're pushing it, as soon as it gets close enough to that box to be kind of lined up, you just hear this as it just connects back together.
Well, I don't know if I should be happy or really nervous about that.
Are we getting better at this dungeoneering thing, or are we inadvertently killing ourselves right now? We don't even know it.
Ah, 50,
I did
50.
say the campaign's almost over, one way or another.
Yeah.
That's true.
What-
That's true.
All right, let's go to the
All
next
right.
one. Let's
Next block.
All those future
Yeah.
adventures were dreams.
right.
I got a 5.
Man, I'm rolling my ass off today. I get an 18.
Oh,
Yeah, so you guys
damn.
slide up the next one and kind of push it towards the others, and yep, it also boom, connects together perfectly.
Mm. Cool.
All right, one more.
Mm-hmm. I got 7.
13.
All right, and that's enough to move the last one into place, and it clinks in there. All right, as soon as the last box touches, it starts this blue glow, just starts emanating off of it. And it goes off, and then it kind of circles back up into itself and shoots straight up above it into the ceiling. It doesn't rip through the ceiling, it doesn't break anything. There's no heat or cold from it. It's just blue light. And all of a sudden, it gets brighter and brighter to the point where you guys have to shield your eyes for a moment. And then, as fast as it started, it's gone. And now, on top of those 4 black boxes that are connected together, is a 6-foot long box that's 4 foot wide and about 3 foot tall.
Kind of looks like a casket.
Walk up and knock on the box. Be like, tap, tap, tap.
Don't
All
touch
right.
boxes that you don't know where they came
As
from.
you're laying there in the
crazy?
box, all of a sudden you hear
I fucking told you, there's gonna be a vampire in there, Ophelia.
The tiniest vampire known to mankind.
Did still suck your blood?
you hear
Hello?
you hear inside a muffled voice saying hello.
Do we
Hello?
do
Sneak
we
in here.
recognize this as the box from the beginning of the adventure?
Just sneak in here.
From
One person at a time.
No.
Tercel first.
Sneaking's when there was-
Tercel, go ahead and roll a wisdom.
I need to get new dice. 4.
You've been saying that for a month. And I
that's an
gave
8,
you new
yeah.
dice as a
Every
present.
time we go, he doesn't buy new dice.
The DM
I
gave
do.
you new dice this summer.
I
Yeah.
made some kid's day by giving those dice away, so I passed the karma
Aw.
along.
Yeah, look how your normal dice troops in
Yeah,
there.
and then I cursed
Mhm.
myself. Karma
But
doesn't
you know,
work on
Vampire
dice,
Masquerade, we're gonna have to put a
Yeah.
bunch of D6s. So.
I think I still have them.
I
I
have
could
a
just give
bunch
them
of
to you.
D6s.
No, it's D10s.
Oh, I've got
D10s
actually,
are what you use for
I've got
vampire.
Mhm.
3
I got a
D10s.
C6.
It is.
I rolled a dirty.
We'll discuss that later, but they are D10s. Trust me.
I think
You rolled a dirty what?
Dirty.
I wrote down 18, but it doesn't seem right. I'll say 10 because that's what is popping in my brain.
This box does look very familiar, but for some reason you're not 100% sure if it's the one that was upstairs, especially because there appears to be a few cracks around it, and there's an arrow sticking out of it now.
Okay.
Arrow look familiar.
Like, does
So
this
does
look
Megan
familiar
hear
to you,
my
Ophelia?
hello?
What?
I mean,
Does Megan
kinda.
hear my hello?
No, Negan wouldn't hear it because he is outside in the other room still. He's far enough back that he wouldn't have heard it.
I'm trying to push on the lid.
Does it
Hello?
have a lock or any kind of
There is
opening
a lock.
apparatus?
There is a lock on it.
Does it look like there's a set of thieves' tools that have broken inside of it?
Yes, it does.
How interesting. We saw one of these earlier that ate our shit when we tried to open it.
Yeah. How do we get it open?
I
'Cause
don't know.
There's something in there going hello.
Somebody's obviously tried. There's like arrows and
Am I
explosions.
hearing them talk?
You hear all of this muffled from outside, but you can't.
I recognize that it's Tersal and Ophelia.
Roll a d20 and let me know what you get.
12.
It sounds familiar, but you're not 100% sure. It could be them. It could also be something sounding like them. You're not 100% sure.
Like, Tersal? Ophelia!
Do we hear that at all? We just hear.
Roll a
hear
d20 and let me know what you get.
I just realized I think I stole your coffee mug. Did you take mine? Why do I have
Yeah.
your coffee mug?
I have your coffee mug.
Son of a
I've been
bitch.
drinking your coffee. 12.
So which one of you has the most booze in it?
Love
For
the coffee
16?
mug, though.
No.
I
16,
if
yeah,
I'm
you
drinking
you
hers,
definitely
probably I do.
you definitely hear your name coming from it, but it's so muffled you can't tell the voice.
Like, did you hear that, Ophelia? Man,
I think I did. Did I? Sure.
like, what the?
And I whistled for
Pretty
Megan.
sure I heard my name. It's just
All
2
right,
syllables, but
roll for
I
a
got
whistle.
15, so I'm hoping I heard something.
1.
No, you try to whistle, but it's like
13.
okay, so yeah, you try again a little harder to whistle, but it doesn't make it through the box. It comes out muffled. Very.
So do we have a key or anything to try to
No.
open in this box? We need to get this
no.
box open. Son of a bitch.
So the lock picks kind of jammed in there. Can we still manipulate that lock at all?
If you were to clear the lockpick, yes, you would be able to. You'd have to try to get it out of there.
And what did it say? Like, I'll consume the best thief or something. What was the?
Yeah.
What did
Didn't
it
write
say?
it down. I apologize. It was not me. Burp, burp.
Guys!
Ooh.
The hell did that go?
And I'm thinking they came back. Wherever they took off to.
I will devour all but the best thief or something. And that's when Sarah ran back to check it out. But yeah, I mean, we could try to pick it again. What do I have? Don't I have like stone shape? Can I manipulate shit? How do you work? Such a stone object. It's probably metal and wood if I had to guess.
It is wood.
I mean, I guess we could. I don't have any thieves' tools, so I don't know how we would pick it without a utensil. I mean, it looks like somebody's tried magical means to open it, and either I don't know.
An explosive dart.
Right.
Um,
So I don't know. You got any ideas, Ophelia?
I don't have a clue.
Like I said,
guess
you would
we could
have
try.
you would have to clear the lock before you could try to open it. You'd have to get the pieces of the broken lockpick out.
I don't know if I have anything to try to pick out broken picks.
You get your dagger. thought you could do that.
I really want to break my dagger though.
Yeah, I know.
All
But
right.
somebody or
I'm gonna-
something's inside this thing. We need to
gonna-
get in there. So
I'm gonna try to dig out pieces with my
All right. Just roll a
investigate with my
roll a
dagger.
d20. Roll a
D20.
d20 and let me know what you get.
9.
You very carefully taking your dagger, you kind of get the broken pieces of the lockpick out of there.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, the lock seems unjammed at this point. You do chip your dagger though, so it now will do 1 less damage. So put a -1 on it.
Okay.
Maybe we find a blacksmith and we
Well,
can fix it.
we'll get you a new dagger and
I
some
know.
thieves' tools.
Okay.
So you guys are staring now at this box that is locked.
Do we?
You are in
have
a
this key?
When
I don't think I have a
Sarah
key.
went to check that out, what happened to her? I remember. Dex eats. Was that when you turned into? No, that was the water that turned me into a female.
yes, the fountain was cursed.
I'm gonna move. In the box.
And I don't know.
So you guys notice the box vibrating a little bit as Sarah's kind of rocking back and forth inside of it now.
Screaming, guys!
I wait for her to knock it off the pedestal and be like,
No, it doesn't move. It just seems like it's vibrating.
Oh.
So can we look around the room? Assuming the cube summoned this here, that this is its room. Is there anything around that maybe could be used as a
Roll,
key?
roll an investigation check.
Okay.
I will look with you.
Christ. 5. I rolled a 2.
All right, so Tercel, you see that there are piles of bones. There's a large pile up against one wall. There's bones everywhere on the floor. The only spots where there aren't bones is where you guys have just pushed the cubes and from where the door opened. But other than that, the walls are stone. You don't see any torch markings or anything, but there's piles and piles of debris of bones everywhere.
I rolled a 6.
You see about the same thing at this
Same
point.
thing. Okay.
At this point, does Doggo hear me?
No. I'll just roll a 2.
Um.
I rolled for Doggo.
I'm full for Doggo on this.
I would like to look around some more. I rolled a 17.
All right. So, not being deterred by not really seeing much, you continue to look around. In one corner of this room, you notice that there is a small hole. It's about 2 foot in diameter, and it goes down probably about 3 feet. And it just stinks. The bones all seem to be kind of pulled away from it, but yeah, this hole just stinks of rottenness.
Filling in the hole.
Bring your torch over here, please.
What am I bringing my torch for?
Because I want to know what's in the hole.
Oh God.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Do you think there's a key to open this chest in that hole?
Sure. You're going to reach for it.
Oh.
You've got the longer limbs.
Yeah.
Your limbs are stronger though.
It's a if there is a key in there, it's a key. It'll be easy to pick up. You just go bloop.
What if there's
Look in the
I'm not
goddamn
gonna-
hole, Tercel.
I better get some fucking good alcohol for this, and I'm gonna approach the hole reluctantly.
So you look down this hole, and yeah, there's this brown and gray and green gunk. Just piles of it in this hole.
Looks like shit.
The latrine.
There is a little bit of a reflective gold.
Yeah.
Like, but
Hey, Ophelia, there's something gold in this pile of shit over here.
you can't really
It
tell
might
what
be
it
your
is.
coin.
Is it shivering because he's scared and he needs
I
his
don't know.
mom?
I'm shivering, so it's kind of hard to tell.
There's also a faint emerald shimmer coming from it.
All right, I guess. Are we
Can
good?
you reach it? If not, then you're gonna have to hold on to me so I don't fall into the fucking hole.
Do you guys have like a fishing net or something, like a frying pan?
Anybody colander? A little scoop. I don't think I
So,
have that in my cooking gear. I'm sorry. We're not using the
God,
good skillet.
I could be in a tavern right now with a fiery redhead, but no, I'm fucking gonna stick my hand in a pile of decrepit, half decayed shit to get
You're a
with
cleric.
something that's
Just
probably
use one
gonna
of your.
eat me later, and
Just
maybe
use
an
a
emerald.
potion to clean yourself off with later.
Okay, so Tercel's gonna pull his glove as tight as he can, make sure that it's not gonna slip down, and I'm gonna go get a handful of.
All right. As soon as your fingertips
Golden
start to
emerald.
touch this, it
No.
starts to burn.
Oh.
So you have to make a choice: gold or emerald. Which one are you
Ah,
grabbing and roll for it? Because it's starting to eat your glove away.
your choice.
All right, I'm gonna roll
Which one
I'm
looks
gonna
more like a key?
I'm gonna say Tercel's gonna blindly. He's gonna freak out. I'm gonna roll a d6. 1 through 3 is gold. 4 through 6 is the emerald. I rolled a 2, so we're going for gold.
All right.
I'm gonna
So
roll a dex
roll
or
a
something.
roll a d20 and yeah, add your dex to it.
Jesus. 5.
Five. Yeah,
The dice is left.
you try to get the gold thing and it slips from your fingers, sinking deeper into it. At this point, your glove's probably about halfway dissolved, and you're just gonna start burning your flesh here after another turn or two.
I will rapidly take off that glove.
Where's the oil change
Make sure that
glass
my
in
hand
the
doesn't
pan?
have any residue.
Well, now I'm looking
They,
around for
they can
something to
wait.
scoop with. I'm like, I need
Well, if
something
this
to
is
scoop with.
dissolving materials, Ophelia, what do you think about trying to put this on the lock and see if it dissolves that? I
Okay.
mean, maybe just like acids it off or something.
I will rummage through my backpack and look for one of my steel cups.
Say if
Okay.
not that, I'm sure I've got an empty
Ching.
potion bottle with
All
also
right,
That
fine.
means
you
you can't
grab a
grab a
steel
jug.
cup. Are you
I'm
gonna?
gonna grab a cup. I'm gonna try to scoop. I'm gonna try to scoop some of the gross stuff up, but I'm going for. I can't decide. I'll do the same. Roll a thing to find out if I'm going for emerald or gold or just. I got a 2-2.
All right, so you're going to try to get.
Going for gold. Come on, dice, be nice. I got a. Ooh. What do I add anything to it? I got a 17.
Nope.
So.
Yeah, you're able to scoop some of this material into there. Whether or not the coin or goldish thing is in there will be up to when you throw it. Are you going to try to throw it on the lock?
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and it's a dex roll with dex. Basically, it's a range attack.
10.
10. Yeah, you hit it. Unfortunately, S, it's a 2d6. So you take 5 damage as you start to, like, your right in your chest armor area starts to
Yeah.
burn. You don't see any gold coin or anything gold stumble out of it as it splatters against the lock and then just disappears.
Damn.
So what did I see of that? Like the
You
acid
saw her
goes
get
to
a cup
that,
of
and then
shit. You saw her get a cup of shit, fling it at the box. It hits the box and disappears, and you see her clutch her chest as a little bit of smoky, kind
Ow.
of like it comes off of her briefly.
all right. Well, that thing's reflective or something. So that
Oh.
would explain why the fiery arrow and all that shit were embedded in the chest and it wasn't
That's
open. I guess.
right. Because we weren't there for that, so I don't know that. I'm like, oh.
Nope.
Oof. Well, that's some bullshit.
So
How are we getting this box open? There's somebody in there. We gotta help them.
I mean, you keep
Ranged
trying to get.
attacks!
Either keep trying to get this out, or I don't know.
Well, you guys figure out I gotta run.
I'm just screaming. No melee. No magic. Ranged attack.
I do have a jar of pickled eggs left. I want to have it out.
Okay, I got a jar of pickled eggs. I was going through my list of things to see what I had.
I just lost a glove
got
apparently.
Carrots, beets, 2 things of pickles, eggs, and question mark whiskey. From that one.
Question mark.
I like
place that we
question
were
mark
at.
whiskey. That sounds delightful.
Yo. You can hear me yelling yes.
No.
He has advantage on wisdom checks, so roll that again.
Oh, even worse. That's a natural 1. He doesn't know anything now.
That's an 8.
Nope, that's a natural 1.
That is an 8.
He still doesn't hear.
I see it. It's an 8.
Stop looking.
Don't lie. Cheater.
He can't hear. He's in the other room, even with his hearing.
Let's go find out what these 2 are up to.
So he walks in. All right. So yeah, now Negan's in a room full of bones. There's a coffin in front of him.
Does he recognize my voice?
3. No.
I don't believe you roll. No, Lord. Quiet. No.
So in our hole, are we? Have we totally fucked up the coin and the emerald? Are they out of sight?
There's the gold seems to have sunk down, but you still kind of see it. The emerald color you still see rather clearly. You've taken maybe about 2 inches of gunk out of it.
What do you think, Ophelia? You want to keep going? We won't throw any more at the lock. That's obviously not working, but we should probably see what this stuff is, if nothing else.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Let's keep going with your tin cup idea. It was way smarter than my hand. And I'm gonna cast guidance on her this time.
All right.
So you've got a D4
Am I
on
just
top
gonna-
of your
Am I
ability
just gonna
choice.
scoop?
Stupid shit.
Scooping it, pouring it on the ground.
I just scoop it up, pouring it on the ground.
All right.
Away direction.
So let's do this. We'll say it takes five scoops. So give me 5 D20s plus the extra you get for guidance.
D4.
Before. All right, so 7 plus 4.
11.
2 plus 4.
Okay.
17 plus 4.
Yeah.
And another 17 plus 4. And then the ground says 11 plus 4.
Reroll the one that went on the ground.
Oh, yeah. 17 plus 4.
All right. So, yeah. The first one, you kind of get in there and you don't get as much out because it just really stinks. But then you just kind of continue through it, just barrel through it. You scoop it out. On the last 2, yes, 2 items fall into the pile of that you've now piled up of dung.
I'm gonna spread it out with the bottom of my cup, kind of.
All right.
Just to like maybe.
All right. Then roll investigation check.
The smooshy. I got an 11.
11. Yeah, you're able to see that there is what looks like to be a colored emerald key in there. The gold item, it's hard to tell what it is. It's roundish, but it's bigger than a coin.
Alright, I'm gonna try to, since I've already damaged my dagger, I'm gonna use my dagger to kind of drag out said items, perhaps.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
I got it. 19?
Yeah. So yeah, you drag them across the floor a little bit with your dagger. There is an emerald key and a gold disc that is probably about the size of a small, like the plate you put under a coffee mug, a saucer. That's the name of it.
Okay. You
Cool.
want to try the key in the chest?
Are they still covered in shit?
They got some on them, yeah.
Let's get canteen.
Hey,
I
Tercel,
could.
give me
What's
one
up?
of your. I need a drink.
What are you gonna use my drinks for?
I just, you know.
Well, you're gonna have to give me a good reason. Like, I'll give you some water. You ain't getting my alcohol.
I need you to clean these off so I don't get
Oh,
burned.
okay, we can do that.
I'm not wasting mine.
Of course, if that's acid, I don't know if acid and water is a good idea.
I
It's
was
an
thinking more of
acidic
the greaser.
substance, but you don't know what it is.
All right, I'll take a little bit of water from my skin and leaving them on the floor. Just throw some water on it just to kind of be like, oh, what the fuck is this gonna do?
Yeah, it cleans them off.
Hey, what do I know? I make barrels explode. Okay, I don't know how alchemy works.
I'm scared, so I don't trust anything.
So yeah,
So
there's this
yeah,
goldish disc laying on the ground and a gold emerald looking key.
I'll pick up the key and hand it to Ophelia. Be like, you do the honors.
What? I wanna pick up the gold disc too.
Okay.
What's this?
So you
And then
pick up
I'll
this
go.
gold
Yeah.
disc. It is very cold.
Hmm.
And as you hold it, it actually starts to shrink and then re-expand. Shrink and re-expand. And then it just stops and turns black.
Okay.
Roll a perception check.
Oh. 17. Wait, perception. I guess it doesn't matter. What do I have?
You should have pretty high wisdom.
I do. No, it's perception is. Oh yeah, it is wisdom. Ha! 3. So 20.
You are 100% sure that this was your mimic.
Oh.
It is no longer part of the living.
Aww.
Poor little guy. Sorry,
I'm
Ophelia.
gonna cradle him to my little chest and go to the chest and unlock it, or try to unlock it.
So yeah, the key fits in and unlocks the door open. You lift up the lid on it, and inside of it, you find your compatriot, Sarah,
Churchill is gonna come
quite
rushing up
alive.
with his mace, like, I got. Oh fuck! What are you doing in it? Why are you alive? What's going on right now?
What do you mean, why am I alive?
Cause you were
You
dead.
died.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You
Dude,
you croaked.
We saw the pile of dust.
Yeah, you like disintegrated. You went.
Hey Negan, come check this out.
Oh, he's
Negan runs up, jumps up, starts giving you licks and kisses. So excited, so happy. Tails, foom, 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 foom. At the same time, Ophelia, what's your AC?
AC is 17.
all I can say is I'm super, super glad that I am no longer stuck in this box or that fucking room. I
How
found the
did you end up in
spell.
a box?
This was that chest. I was stuck in that room. You guys
I
just
thought this chest
disappeared.
looked familiar.
You guys disappeared.
Ophelia, while they're talking, all of a sudden you feel pain as the black disc you were holding onto bites into you for 11 points of damage.
Oh, you little cunt.
It's turned evil.
Oh my god.
At the same time,
Mm-hmm.
you hear stirring as the Grimlock starts to stand back up.
No!
Oh
as does the other one in the other room.
Ah!
As
Oh shit!
that is also happening,
Nothing
that big pile of bones in the far corner starts to move a little bit, and you see 3 skeletons start dragging their way out of it.
Oh,
You guys are completely surrounded at this point. And that is where we're going to end it for today.
no!
Sarah
Little
came back just in time for us
douchebag
all to
bit me.
die.
Amelia's in the other room.
Oh.
Maybe we should all get in the casket and just hide in there.
In that room.
You wouldn't fit, and it would actually probably end really badly if you did that.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Well,
Holy shit. Yay.
so there you guys go. You guys are getting closer to the end of this. I'm pretty sure if you guys play it smart now that you've all reconnected, we will probably have the final conclusion of this year-long campaign next week.
Yay.
So it'll probably be a longer stream. I mean, we ran until what? It's a little after 1 right now, so we have probably be a little bit longer stream next week, so we can hit the conclusion. Then we will take the break off for the 15th. We will come back on the 22nd for the holiday one, and then we
The
shall.
sparkly vampires.
There are no such thing as sparkly vampires.
I'm totally gonna roll a sparkly vampire
You,
just to,
I swear to
just
God, you
upset
do.
her.
If you roll a sparkly
I will
vampire,
disappear.
you're going to find yourself strapped to a chair on top of the Empire State Building looking directly into the sun.
Hey,
Yeah.
you said it was
Yeah.
based in reality. There's gonna be a vampire out there that really cares about his exterior presence. So
No.
No.
I'll be the face of the group. It'll be fine.
Wears glitter. Goes to
Everybody wants
raves.
to be Brad Pitt. Come on now.
He wears glitter and goes to raves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I will, this week, though, I will get you guys the PDFs sent over and the character sheets so you guys can start taking a look at them.
Sweet. Awesome.
It'll probably be tomorrow because I want to go to the store and get nuggies still.
Yeah. Rack was saying something like there was discounted McDonald's nuggets.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like
it's
10
Dude,
for
the
$1.
McRib is back.
Oh, the McRib.
The McRib is back. That's like the only thing I will like love at McDonald's. You can even buy the sauce now. Like they're selling jugs of the sauce. I could just
Really?
drink that. Oh yeah, that's what they said on. Dude, the McRib is
Oh,
so
God.
good.
It
The
is
McRib's
but
so
ooh.
good. Get that with extra pickle, no onion. Ah,
Mhm.
eat like 5 of those would be
You gotta
fat
have
for
the
a day.
pickle. It's gotta have the pickle.
Oh, it's gotta have
otherwise it
extra
gets too
pickle.
Sweet. Yeah.
Lots of fucking pickles.
Love when
It
they
does,
ask
yeah.
for
The
extra
pickles
pickle and
make
they
it
give him like
good.
2.
Yeah, they're like, oh, here's 2 little pickles. I'm like, you call this extra pickles? I don't want the whole tub of pickles on top of my McRib.
I want them scattered so they're like roof tiles across.
Exactly. I don't
I
even
want a
want to
pickle
see the
patty.
rib under it. I want it to be double layered ceiling tiles on top of it.
Exactly.
All right. I'm going to real quick see if there's anyone to read out to before we call it.
I finally got to use Spirit Guardians.
Good job. And then Bob. Don't forget to talk about
Now
Bob.
I only got Bob.
Write down about Bob. I still don't know how I got your coffee cup. How did I pick up yours?
That's pretty
on
cool
that
coffee
line?
cup.
Like,
I don't know.
I mean,
They're-
technically it's mine because you didn't even
they're-
want to buy this.
They're both
So, yeah,
white.
surprisingly, there is no one on today. Even Axial Matt's not on. So we will just end the stream there. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. We will see you next week, which will possibly, like I said, should be the end of this year-long campaign. It's pretty crazy to think that it's taken us a year to get through this, but that's D&D for
we're
you.
slow. We're
Yeah.
slow.
Well,
That's how you
yeah.
get four
It's about
four
the
adults in the
journey,
same room at the same
not the
time.
destination.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody have a good week from all of us. Take care. We'll see you next week. And be good. Bye.
Bye.